Mark. I wouldn't vote for all of the changes. I would vote for an addition that you feel is important or something that is directly related to a vote. But I wouldn't vote for adding additional discussion.
I mean, the town has authorized the services of a labor consultant at $150 an hour plus 58 cents per mile. I mean, it has authorized it. You know, you may not have known it was authorized, but it has been authorized. It's in a contract that the labor negotiator has with the town, that he has had for a number of years with the town. So saying that the town did not authorize the services is an inaccuracy. To put that sentence in the minutes when it's an inaccurate sentence, an untrue sentence.
I think what Mark's saying is that he needed to have, when the labor negotiator was contacted to give you special consideration to bring you up to speed, it would have been nice if the rest of the town board knew the gentleman was going to come in. And I basically think that's what he's saying.
This sentence, in fact, Tom, if you look at it, had to do with the labor negotiator coming in for the executive session. It did not have to do with coming in to meet with the supervisor of the town. And it was, I had spoken with our town attorney about it. I had spoken with the labor consultant about it. It was agreed that he should be here. All right.
Well, the last thing I'm going to say is, first of all, Joanna, I'm not even talking about April 5th. There was a special meeting on April 5th minutes where I had some concerns. I spoke to Rita, and fine. We're going to leave the April 5th minutes alone. That's fine with me. I'm talking about the April 8th minutes, and as far as that it's not referring to the labor negotiator, the whole thing is referring to the labor negotiator coming in February. That's how the bill was found in the first place.
The bill wasn't
Mark,
found.
I don't have objection to changes to the minutes. We've talked before about needing to sit down as a board and talk about our procedures. Nothing here is written down. Everything is as it has been done. And that creates some difficulties. We've talked twice now about having an extra meeting to do this kind of work so it does not impinge on town board business. And so far, I'm willing to do that, but not everybody has been willing to have an extra meeting to do that. We need to sit down and look at our procedures and write something up and follow them so we don't get into these discussions when the public is here and wants to see the town business done. And if they want to be in on those discussions, it should be a public meeting. But I don't think we should be taking time to do this now. And for that reason, I would probably go with the motion. I mean, if you think it needs to be included, people can see it on the tape, they can hear it on the audio tape. If you want it in the minutes, I don't know how many people read the minutes. I'd go for that, because I don't think we should be spending any more time on this.
Thank you.
I think the statement that the town did not authorize the services of a labor consultant is inaccurate, and I don't think it should be put in the minutes. If someone did not know that that was authorized, that's another issue, and could say that the councilman did not know that these services were authorized. But they have been authorized. The town has a contract with them.
If you want
it's
to
an
change
inaccurate statement.
If you want to change it that the councilman did not know.
But that's not what he said.
Well, that was my point.
So if you're doing a verbatim transcript of what was said, then that cannot be done that way.
But that's a verbatim transcript of what is said.
But it's an inaccurate statement, and if it stands alone...
But it's a verbatim transcript of what was said. I mean,
it does provide misinformation to the public.
Well, if you want to change it to the councilman did not know, that's fine with me.
But that's not what he said.
Do you have anything to say about this? No. Hey, wise choice.
I think I agree with Johanna. I mean, if you would like mentioned that you were in disagreement, or there was in disagreement with something, I think that's different. But doing this verbatim stuff where there is misinformation is not correct to do. I could not support that. I certainly would support if you wanted to have it noted that you were in disagreement or that you protested to something. That would be, to me, that would be fine, because I think Rita has done that for many issues in many discussions over the years. That
I'm not going to change. I don't think we should start retroactively changing minutes. think, again, this is a verbatim transcript of what was said. If you want to add something that was said about it later in here, I'm all for it.
Nothing can be added.
Well, that's my
It's
point.
what it was what was said, but the
Right.
statements were not, indicate inaccurate facts.
Could I call a question?
Yes.
I'd like to call a question.
Do the roll call now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mark D'Agostino,
Yes.
Thomas Dewhurst,
Yes.
Christopher Flynn,
Yes.
Johanna Schaefer,
No.
Virginia Stern.
No.
So I will change them to be according to your wishes.
Just the April 8th
Yeah.
only.
I will just add that I think this sets a not a very good precedent, but it is done. So now can we vote on the minutes? Is there any more discussion on any of the minutes?
I think we're all set.
Okay. We can approve them all at once.
If you'd like.
I make a motion that we approve April 5th, April 8th as amended, and April 23rd minutes.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, all in favor?
Okay, the next thing on the agenda are the liaison reports.
They're easy.
The abstracts are going to be at the end.
Do you want me to start, Virginia, or something?
Chris, would you start?
Sure. April Farm and Egg had their first meeting. Terry Comer is acting secretary. There's no meeting, or no minutes yet. And there was no meeting in May. They couldn't get together. Master plan,
Excuse me, do they have a secretary, a chair?
they were going through it that night. I spoke to Mark Burdick, and they're still a little unsure.
Thank you.
Master plan, David Clauser presented his water and sewer report for the what's going to be considered town center density area. His proposed area for a water treatment plant is right where we propose a highway garage, so there might be a little conflict. The RFP, actually Bill Bogle discussed some legal issues with the RFP. That was revised and I believe went out, right Carol?
I'm sorry, I can't
Did
hear
the
you, Chris.
RFP go out, the revised
No,
RFP?
you guys have to approve.
It's here tonight. Okay. But that was, there was just a few issues with wording, and Bill Bogle went over that, some legal issues, and it was revised, so we will hopefully take action on that tonight so it can go out.
Is that it?
But, that was the last meeting, right, Carol?
That was the last meeting, right,
Yeah.
the next meeting, next Tuesday.
Yeah, next week is next one.
Mark?
I was out of town Wednesday and Thursday, so I requested that the Recreation Committee forward me the minutes, as well as the zoning board. I haven't gotten them, so I'll report at the next meeting.
Tom?
Well, I was sick, I didn't make the CAC meeting, but I did make the highway deal. These guys have been pretty busy.